and I might. They rip the microphone straight. Right. That's the only way they gonna hear you. Yeah. Right. Let me on your and tickle you till you giggle. Baby, I keep it since I was simple and little. I scribble these riddles to spin your head like a swivel. I talk my way out of pickles. You're talking so superficial.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the World Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Well, here's a little comparison of these two teams. Looking at it earlier, to me, the story is all about the pitching. Both squads have some good arms, and the team that gets the best outings are probably going to come out on top.
It's the moment these players have been waiting for. Game 1 of the Fall Classic is on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Drawing closer to the start of Game 1, let's join public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2027 Cleveland Indians.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Here's how the Indians are setting up on D. Hey, let's focus on Freddie Freeman, first baseman for the Atlanta Braves. He plays one of the most reliable first basemen in the game, makes the routine play. Not only that, he can pick and grin, saving his infielders some serious errors.
Leading off tonight for Philadelphia, the second baseman, number 34.
Now here it comes. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
7:05.
That's popped up. Gallegos in foul ground makes the play. 1 away. Digging in now for Philadelphia, J.P. Crawford. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Who started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Now batting, Armando Guzman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Now, going back on it. Gone! A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead. Stepping in now, Dante John. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, one run feels like 3 or 4.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch, the 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
Lindor is there, and the side is retired. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up from Progressive Field. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Richard Cortez is on the mound here on the road for Game 1 of the World Series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Digging in, Ross Jacobs. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Ross Jacobs.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. A swing and a ground ball to third. Blanco scoops it up, and that's the first out. So the base is empty here with one away. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Randolph is there. 2 down.
Batting third.
And with 2 away here in Game 1 of the World Series, let's give you a little refresher course at the roads these two teams took to get where they are tonight. Striding in for the Indians, Brandon Eller. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Hit out towards second. To his left, Nieve. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Second. Stepping in, Hector Blanco, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Blanco.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Blanco takes the swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
So striding in, Randolph, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
At the knees, strike 1.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Phillies have an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. That's the splitter there, but it misses. 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Moving under it, Knapp makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order, and after an inning. So next it'll be the 4-hole hitter for the Tribe, Clint Frazier. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Frazier playing here in his age 31 season. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Line towards center field, and he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
The left field.
Stepping into the box, Justin Knapp will swing it here. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Peterson. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
That exists.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The slider is laid off on the inside as it just misses the zone. The 1-0. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Jock Peterson now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Jock Peterson.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. So coming to the plate, Jacob Nottingham. First pitch of the at-bat. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
0-2. Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
the second baseman. Felipe.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And it's fouled away. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is popped up, and no one will get this one. Here he comes again, 1-2. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Lindor is there for it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. Into the box now, Kenny Gallegos, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
To 1-2 now. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Coming to the plate now, Daryl Gibbons.
The second baseman, Daryl Gibbons.
He's set and the pitch. Back up the middle. And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there. Dad sent it back right where it came from.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the game, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And that misses inside. 1-0. That's wide. 2-0. Two balls and a strike to Freeman. High in the air out to center field. Peterson is there. 2 gone.
The batter.
Striding in once again, Ross Jacobs. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, John makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.P. Crawford.
The shortstop, J.P.
Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
The first baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Pops this one up, but this will land untouched. The 1-2. In the air to left. Knapp moving forward. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Dante John. He flew out in his last at bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Is strike two swinging.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order, but they lead it 1-0. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here as Francisco Lindor gets ready to kick off the inning.
Lindor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Lindor, who fittingly goes by Mr. Smiles sometimes. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Crawford has a play. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Striding forward now is the DH, Brandon Eller, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
More of a comfortable side from the left side. Puts the ball in play. More of a contact hitter from the left side. Might have grown up being a natural left-handed hitter.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Lifted in the air out to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Clint Frazier. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. So stepping in, Hector Blanco. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hector.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Randolph hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. One out, nobody on. Left side, but well foul. The 0-2 once more. Another one sent foul.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
The bat, number 9.
So digging in now, Ozzie Medina comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Indians' offense with Cleveland's manager, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Indians, the left fielder, Justin Knapp.
He's set. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Line towards center field. Peterson is right there, 1 down.
The catcher, number 40.
Now at the plate, Kyle Schwarber hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. Give me a break. That landed in the Heritage Park. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. His first homer here in the series. And with it, the Indians have leveled the score at 1 apiece.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
Now batting, the third baseman, Kenny Gallegos.
In now, Kenny Gallegos, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking to put the ball All in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Line drive to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple. And if the pattern holds, the next hitter will roll a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Into the box, Darrell Gibbons. He reached out a single in his first try. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is foul right side. Gallegos stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team out.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors to this point for the Indians. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The 1-1 pitch. 2-1. The 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense. Unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create some different launch angle, he's on point right now.
Lifted down the line in left. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Standing in, Jacob Nottingham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Nottingham.
The windup and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Jacobs comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Felipe Nieve. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in his show get absolutely.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Nieve, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing, north-south.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1 left for Philadelphia. Our score remains 2-1. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Ross Jacobs. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Line drive to center field. Peterson patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Brandon Eller. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Now batting. Right.
Ready now, Clint Frazier. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up on the backhand. There's one on to first as they get the double play to get him. Now at the plate, Armando Guzman. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th. Ready once again, Hector Blanco. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. 1-1 the count. And there's ball 2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're down 2-1. At the plate, Justin Knapp.
Leading off for the Indians, the left fielder, Justin Knapp.
First delivery to him on the way. Outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Hit hard to short. Crawford comes up with it. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Kyle Schwarber will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. First pitch on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
And he falls behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
1 ball.
Way outside. 1-2.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
1-0.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
The batter.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Now, an altogether bad performance here. 6 2/3, but he stands to be the loser unless things can turn around. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard.
Oh, a diving grab, and that's how the inning comes to an end. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. More baseball on MLB Network. Ready for another shot.
Leading off for Philadelphia.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Derek Machado has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
Striking out. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Matty B, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
Nope, that's the ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes. Yeah.
In there, and it's even at 1. The 1-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the play.
Now, 2-2.
The 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. Ready with another 2-2. Now that's popped up. Freeman over to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Standing in, Jock Peterson. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
1 pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And it's fouled away. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Standing in now, Jacob Nottingham. No hits to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high, 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies strand 1. They still trail it here 2-1. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He was sacked.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. 2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
So we got him swinging. Freddie Freeman is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off there 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of his hitter instead of behind.
Count even now at 1-1. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And that misses for ball 4. So a runner at first now with 1 away. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Felipe Nieve. He'll be the one to lead it off, needing 1 to tie in the top of the 9th. A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. This is popped up. And no one will track it down. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Stepping in, J.P. Crawford. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Taken, but called for strike 2 on the outer part of the zone. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. Fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Armando Guzman waits on deck. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Armando.
Now at the plate, Armando Guzman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Kevin Martin gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Kevin Martin.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 2-0.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Philly down to their last strike. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Stepping in now, Dante John, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. And this is some well-earned recognition.
close one tonight. 2-1 the final score. The Cleveland Indians win the World Series opener and take a 1-0 lead. Eli Dionis is credited with the win. Richard Cortez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.